Red Bun means we're live, a casual take with your boy Stephen Pepper, here to give a take off my chest. So the Lakers lost 117 to 95 to the Timberwolves in game one on Saturday night. But does that score sound similar to you? Does that score sound familiar? That's because it's the exact score the Dallas Mavericks lost by to Oklahoma City in game one of last year's playoffs. But as we all know, they eventually pulled off that series in 6 games and went on to the NBA Finals. And it's a similar score to 112-97. Lakers fans are going to remember this, that the Lakers lost in the bubble in game one to the Rockets. But they ended up gentlemen sweeping that series and down the road winning the whole damn thing. You see what I'm getting at here? Oh, dude, that's a nice way to cope. Guys, I'm not coping. I'm just a LeBron and Luka fan. I'm used to this. This is how game ones go for them. It was a predictable loss. It was almost a scheduled loss at this point in their careers. You know, since leaving South Beach, LeBron is now 13-13, dead even in game ones. And for Luka, he's a measly 22-7 in game ones in his career. But in that span, LeBron went to 7 conference finals and Luka went to 2. Game ones are just feel outs for them. And I'm not making excuses. This is just how it is for them. They walk into games, understand your defense, not really give their best stuff, and we'll see in game 2. That's just how it is. Luka dropped 40, but he only had 1 assist. The ball wasn't moving. And LeBron was LeBron's on Saturday. He didn't score to the second quarter, took a pretty huge backseat, and was held under 20 points. They're not going to be like that for the rest of the series. That's why, given their playoff history, I have all the confidence in the world that this duo is going to quickly bounce back and take control of this series. Because that's how I feel. Because what's not going to happen again, there's a lot of things that's not going to happen again, but what's not going to happen again is the Timberwolves magnet ball. Listen, I get the Timberwolves are one of the best three-point shooting teams in the league. And make or miss, the Lakers gave them plenty of wide open opportunities. But man, 21 makes on 50%, 21 of 42, yeah, that's just not happening again. Maybe it happens down the road, but over a course of a 7-game series, consistently, they're not knocking down those numbers, especially when 7 and 9 of them are coming from Julius Randle and Jaden McDaniels, 2 mid three-point shooters. They shoot 33 and 34% on the season. I'll give the Nas, I'll give the the Dante DiVincenzo's, I'll give the Anthony Edwards threes, but not them. Randle and McDaniels are just not hitting 3 after 3 like they did on Saturday night. And what's also not going to happen again is LeBron and Reeves being an offensive disaster. LeBron and Reeves scored 35 combined points on 31 combined shots. These are some of the smartest, most efficient basketball players in the last couple of months. Yeah, they're just going to be better. They're going to have a better, easier time understanding the defense and knowing how to attack. Okay? You're not going to get that from them. But what I know it's going to happen, again, what I'm confident, what I can guarantee what's going to happen for the remainder of the series is Luka Doncic getting anything and everything he wanted. Luka Doncic had 40 points. Yes, he had 1 assist, but as far as scoring went, didn't matter if he threw Ant, McDaniels, Rudy in the paint. Luka had 40. This is the same guy who averaged 32 points per game as a Dallas Maverick against the Minnesota Timberwolves in last year's Western Conference Finals. This guy is a bucket getter. He's not fazed by the defense. This is going to happen where he's going to be the best player on the floor night in and night out. And it's only a matter of time to when Austin Reeves and LeBron James get back to their normal self alongside him so they can take control of the series. Now, my only concern, so I don't sound like a fanboy for 5 minutes here, so I can be a little objective, my only concern for the Lakers going forward is that Timberwolves defense is one of the best in the league, but they're not just one of the best in the league like some other defenses in the top 10 are. They have this ability, like we saw last year, that while still being one of the best regular season defenses, they can just rise their intensity in the playoffs to another level. Their speed, athleticism, length, it's their intensity. It's insane. And as we saw yesterday on Saturday night, the Lakers in the second quarter, once they took their foot off the gas, Minnesota sucker punched them and the Lakers couldn't get up the floor. It completely disrupted them of their offensive rhythm to a point where the Lakers couldn't move the ball. Any of the points they scored was all off isolation, including from their big three, who I think is the best playmaking trio, big three I've ever seen. LeBron, Luka, Reeves. They had more turnovers than assists. 7 assists to 11. If the Lakers can't match their intensity, which game 2 is a must-win for the Lakers, because although Minnesota is just the 6th seed. They're just a game back from the Lakers in the standings. They're pretty much dead even as far as like who's better, Lakers, Minnesota. Minnesota can pretty much win the series. If they go up 2-0, it's over for Los Angeles. What they need to do is match Minnesota's intensity on defense and take it to them offensively. Move the ball, hit shots, and take away Minnesota's three-point shooting. But I have full confidence that the Lakers can do that and will win game 2 in Los Angeles to make home court back in their favor because of the history of LeBron and Luka in the playoffs. As a fan, I've seen this before. This was just a predictable loss. But let me know what you guys think. I appreciate everyone for tuning into this episode of A Casual Take. Follow my social media. Stay up to date on all things related to the show. Till next time, see you.